Are we finally getting good Diablo 4 news? Are seasons finally gonna change and be good? Let's find out.
Seasons are gonna change in Diablo 4. Yeah, it's see, what you guys need to understand is that, like, in season
Go on. Go?
11,
I would say
I
15.
was thinking of a number.
15 sounds better.
Things are it's gonna be different. Yeah, it's gonna be totally different. Season 20 will be goated. Yeah, think about how good season 28 was in Diablo 3. Man, I can't wait for that.
The irony is Diablo 3 probably has had that many seasons, if we're being honest. Maybe. They had a lot of seasons.
A little bit of interesting news here for the future of seasons for Diablo 4. Now, this right here is a screenshot from the Gamer Rant article that talks about how Diablo 4 currently is hiring a new lead season designer.
We know
That's right,
that.
a season designer.
I think a new lead season designer implies that they had one before this. And based off of what we've seen,
That's
I'm not
probably
sure if I
not
believe
true,
that.
yeah.
I don't know.
Now, I don't know how you feel about the seasons. I'll be honest with my opinion. It's kind of a little lackluster. I feel like the K-chart.
What do you feel about the season? We have not had more than one currently, or, more than half a season, honestly.
Charts are pretty cool, but there's not really a lot of other mechanics. This job posting
Not at all.
would seem to suggest that they're looking for more help designing the future seasons. Now, this comes from a Gamer Rant article, and I'll have the link down below if you're interested in viewing it. But as you scroll down, it says that there's other job postings available, which are still up. You can find them. However, the lead season designer one seems to have been filled, or at a minimum, the postings removed, as you can no longer find that one. Now,
They probably didn't find anyone stupid enough to take the job.
we already know there's multiple things coming with the seasons. For instance, season 2 is supposed to be the season that resistances are fixed, and by season...
I just have to point this out, okay? Imagine, the big announcement for the season is we're fixing the base game. Imagine, your big announcement for the season is, oh boys, are you ready? We're gonna fix the game. We're gonna fix a base mechanic that should have honestly been hotfixed in the beginning of the game in Season 2. Are you ready for the big mechanic of Season 2? A part of the game finally functioning? Bruh, I'm sorry, but I just can't.
3 we're supposed to be getting leaderboards. And obviously the seasons as they're out, they're continuing to get updates like we've seen with the patch notes here with 1.1.1, which will be coming actually very soon. In 2 days, this patch is going to be arriving on the 8th.
It's actually crazy to think it's going to be that soon. Holy shit.
And while this patch does actually come with updates that are going to be nice, for instance, like monster density, some of these buffs to class,
monster density is going to be good.
Some gym row improvements here. None of these changes are things about like.
Now I'm going to say this flat out. I'm not going to play. I don't give a shit about the changes, okay? Because the next PoE league is in 6 days. So I'm not going to waste my time now playing Diablo in hopes if it's going to be good. I'm just looking forward to playing the next PoE league at this point. So I don't care what honestly Blizzard changes at this point.
Adding new season mechanics or new season of quests or big
Well,
boss.
they just need to have more stuff to do at the max level. Like, it's not really that complicated. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, how do you lose weight? You exercise more and eat less and eat healthier. Like,
No,
the
you just eat
solution is
less.
actually very simple, but it's really hard to do.
Fights or anything like that. This is just like sort of core gameplay balances.
What?
And these are good changes. I mean, overall, these are going to be beneficial changes overall for like the health of the entirety of the game, including the Eternal Realm. But speaking of the Eternal Realm, the same website
It's
that
getting
posted about the
deleted.
lead season designer article is actually posted an article as well, saying that people are getting banned, and they linked to some sources showing that, yep, ban waves are in fact coming through for people that were using this exploit. This is why I recommend not to do it. Season 1 will end on October 7th.
I have to say, I think that's a bold decision from Blizzard right there. Imagine, you're, like, even a single ban at this point probably impacts the total player base of Diablo 4 significantly. Like, they banned 10 people, that's like 5% of the player base just gone in an instant. They need to be careful about this stuff.
17th, and
Is that a necromancer?
That's
Oh
an
my God.
Asmongold, bruh.
Wow.
I actually find myself playing less during season 1 than just during the Eternal Realm. I think I was kind of expecting a little bit more than just the cage charts. I'm also hoping that the lead season designer decides to buff the season journey a little bit.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this. You do like the third part and you get all the stuff and nothing else kind of matters, you know?
favors and
By the way, look at this one. That's one of my favorites. Just read the effect, will you? Supports all class. You gain 20% increased movement speed when moving away from a slowed or chilled enemy. Like, you could remove this from the game, and not a single person in existence has been affected. This is how good some of the legendary enchantments in this game are.
favors and like
That shit was funny whenever that dude finally opened the last box in the season journey and he got 3 like items that were bad. That was really fucking funny.
couple aspects, but these caches from the clips I've seen are not very
Yeah, they're
rewarding.
garbage.
At the end, you get a couple of titles, which is about the completion of it.
Uh-huh.
And then
Wow.
other than that, it's basically about using those for the season blessing.
I really hope they don't give a fuck about the battle pass. I don't care about the battle pass. Like,
Yeah.
add in actual content to the game
Yeah.
rather than this stupid menu to make
Wait. To be fair to Blizzard, they probably think the Battle Pass is content, sadly.
you go do content that you wouldn't otherwise care about. Like, I don't give a fuck about, like, oh, wow, the battle pass gives you a cool item. Who cares? Like, where's the hard dungeons with cool bosses? Why am I fighting the Blood Bishop at level 100 and I've...
Where's the game? Where's the game, Blizzard, essentially, if we're being honest?
fought him at level 5.
Give yourself a little bit bonus of XP, so
I
I
don't
get like
know.
5% bonus XP to kill. This feels like these could probably be buffed significantly. But even with me playing like a little bit less than normal and playing kind of casually, I'm already on 86. The tier for the
I don't
battle
even know
pass
what I'm
goes to
on.
90, and then I will have completed that. After that, it's just completing these season journeys.
I don't think I've ever even opened this up. Honestly, like, I have no idea what my battle pass completion is. The only reason I did it was because
actually,
one thing
same,
gave
yeah.
me more experience.
which should be fairly easy. I just got to actually play the game, and then at that point, the season is going to end on October 17th, and that's kind of a wrap for season 1. So what I'm hoping is that season 1 was really sort of a test for them. Like, okay, let's get the season of
Like the
mechanics
whole
out. This is what they
game.
already had ready.
Yeah.
They hire some new people. They basically
Yo.
make the seasons better going into the next seasons. I don't think season 1 is complete trash or anything like that.
Well, it's not like, the thing is, it's not the worst thing ever. It's just that it's not that great.
Well, I think it is the worst thing ever. I think we need to tackle this problem at the beginning, at the developer level, at Blizzard, you know? We need to do something. We need to shake things up a bit. Someone needs to go to the Blizzard headquarters and just give them like a bunch of Monster Energy drinks, you know? So they can drink their Monster Energy drinks, get a little bit of that in them, and go punch their stepdads or do something productive like that, you know? They need something. They need to change, okay?
It's really not. It's not super amazing. It's just like, okay, well, great. Now we have this. So I think the problem also is like, what happens if season 2 comes out and the Caged Hearts and Varshan just get deleted? Well, what?
I think they're not going to delete them. I think Blizzard understands, wait a minute, if we take the Cage Hearts content out, we probably will remove more than we actually had in Season 2, because we already used our best ideas for Season 1.
The fuck? Like, so like, how is the game ever going to get better if you just keep deleting all of the work that you do every 3 months?
It definitely wasn't as exciting as I was hoping. I will say I
That's
like
why
the
PoE
cage charts,
improves.
and I'm not negging on the
builds
cage
that
charts. I actually
foundation.
think they're very
True.
enjoyable, especially the Necromancer one. But some of them feel so good, I'm actually going to be sad when the game
Yeah.
goes back to the Eternal Realm. I was kind of hoping for more mechanics beyond the cage charts, but really it's the cage charts, the battle pass, and the season journey, which is the byproduct,
So
which gives you the
it's
battle
just
pass.
the Cage Hearts.
Anyway,
Yes.
Because the other two things are
exactly.
menus.
Exactly.
So
Like, I really wish people would stop classifying menus as content. Menus
that's
where you
garbage,
click
no.
rewards. Holy fuck.
That's not content, true.
think that they could buff a lot of the season mechanics without like ruining the game or making things like super crazy or OP. My feedback for them would be the nightmare dungeons are cool, and I know we're buffing density, rewards, experience, and all that in the nightmare.
Here's my fucking feedback. If you make me do Renown again, I'm not going to play the game. I'm not going to do another side quest again. No.
They're
like,
probably not
unless,
changing
if
that.
Season 2 is really, really cool, maybe I'd fuck around with it.
The trailer's probably
going
to be cool.
Me, okay? Don't test me.
The trailer's
maybe
probably going to
like
be good.
Fucking crazy. It's like, oh my god. Like maybe I try it out, but you know, I just don't really see myself playing it again.
Ah, that's bullshit. He's gonna play. He's playing Diablo right now, by the way.
They're so stupid. They have like this incredible campaign that is like by far the best content in the game. The campaign for Diablo 4 is the best content in Diablo 4. And you don't even have to do it. Imagine how much better the game would be if you took all of the rewards from Renown and you attached them to the campaign instead. Infinitely fucking better.
Dungeons, but please don't forget about the really awesome world we have, and hopefully
like
season
PoE.
2
yeah, like PoE.
will have more focuses on things like maybe the strongholds or going around the world and fighting different big bosses.
I'd rather do the
etc. It
campaign.
feels to me like the overworld is getting a little bit forgotten as we focus more and more and more on getting people into these instances like Malignant Tunnels.
Didn't I say this shit was going to happen?
And the Nightmare Dungeons, which is perfectly fine for grinding if you're a grinder type of person. That's pretty acceptable gameplay. You just want to get in and farm over and over and over again. The Nightmare Dungeon Teleport was like a pretty nice addition. The bonus XP and loot, definitely not complaining about that. But I feel like if we're going to force people to do the same content over and over and over again when we have a giant open world like this that is fairly large, enjoyable, and just, you know, ripe for the plucking of dropping good things around the world to complete, then you're going to force people to get more stale of the game quicker if what we're doing is the same dungeon over and over and over.
Well, because that's fundamentally the same thing. Like in PoE, we've had like a bit of both. Like, for example, Delirium fundamentally changed the way the game was played. Heist was a completely new game mode.
Yeah.
Like, Metamorph was just kill a new mob at the end of it. Ritual. Like, Ritual changed the way the maps were played. And it was in every fucking map. It was a big deal.
So my feedback for them is next season, maybe do things like the Tree of Whispers are way better. So that way you can actually do the Tree of Whispers, run around, do all of these different
things. Or you could just make the Tree of Whispers good in general. How about that? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, these currently Asmon and Skills have an absolutely unreasonable low standard for Diablo 4. It really is incredibly low expectations at this moment.
Things in the overworld.
True.
You feel like you're not really wasting your time instead of just running the same nightmare dungeons over and over again. Also, the Renown, in my opinion, is something that just definitely should 100%...
By the way, I'm going to call this right now. I think one of the things that Blizzard is going to add is not better nightmare dungeons, but like more nightmare dungeons that you can grind. With no diversity, with no real anything different, just more. Because more is better.
Carry over at this point.
Yeah, just delete it. Just take it out of the. Just take it. So like, think about it. Like, so it's in the game now. Okay, so make it to where like instead of it being in the game, make it to where it's not in the game. You see, kind of.
No, I think we could. They could remake all of this into like some kind of, I don't know, boss tasks, special things that you need to do. You know, but not like side dungeons and clicking at altars and getting waypoints and doing quests. They could remake this into something actually fun. You know, like bosses or something. So get all the pieces of whatever, summon some kind of cool boss with very good drops, and then you get these rewards. They could do that.
Kind of like how that works. Yeah, like so it was in the game, but now it's not. So that's what they need to do. And if they don't do that, I'm sorry. I just, like, I'm not going to, like, nah, I just, like, I tell you guys every day, like, I've got so many other games. Like, look, real quick, where it be at?
Okay, go, show. We're going to judge you as a person.
There.
Okay.
Look, we got Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
We got Black Desert. We got BattleBit.
Okay.
Play that fucking shit. I gotta finish
Don't know
Code
what that
Vein.
is. Don't know
Elden
what that
Ring.
is.
We gotta
Don't know
play
what that
Convergence.
is.
We haven't done
Well,
that
actually, I know, but I don't care.
yet. Final Fantasy 14.
Garbage.
Remember whenever I said I'd played that game?
Delete your Minecraft character.
It's a long time ago. Halls of Torment's coming out with
What the hell is that? Looks good.
new content. Imagine that.
Oh wait, this is the Vampire Survival thing, bruh. If you want to play a Vampire Survival game that's pretty fun, Soulstone Survivors. That's pretty lit.
Let's see here. What are the other games that we got? Liza P is going to come out. I
No,
played
what that
instead.
is.
New World. Fuck. I go
It's
around there and
garbage.
cut down trees. That's more exciting than
Mining's fun.
doing Renown. What else do we have?
Skinning also
Nier
is good.
Automata. I said I was going to play this game. I still need to.
Delete your family's trees Minecraft avatar.
One day I will. Fuck, I'd rather play PUBG. At least I have good memories from that. I
Yeah.
used to wake up early to play PUBG with Train and all of them back in the day. Wake up at 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning to play with them. Finish Remnant 2.
No, what that
Rust,
is.
Replay Sekiro.
Okay,
look
whatever.
at all these games. V Rising, I didn't finish that. Like
That's
all
a good
of these
game.
games.
That's a good game. Okay.
I could
reinstate one of your Minecraft characters.
be playing, but you think I want to fuck around? Jedi Survivor, I didn't finish this one either. I want to fuck around and waste my time doing these stupid little side quests again? So they should remove Renown because you have other games to play?
You know what's the difference between me and Asmongold? He says Diablo 4 is stupid, but man, I wake up, boot up my PC, open Twitch, open YouTube, all the tabs, and guess what I'm seeing there? It's Asmongold playing Diablo 4, okay? And it says I haven't logged into Diablo 4 for 2 weeks now.
Yeah, pretty much, because I got better shit to do, and you do too. And if you don't take that as a fucking, like, the fact that you don't have anything better to do isn't an insult to me, okay? Think about what you're saying.
Refarming the Renown, I actually was going back and forth about this. I was like, oh, it's not a big deal, the altars and all that. It's actually highly annoying, because when
It's
you're playing
fucking sucks
hardcore,
dick.
and let's say you get to, like, tier 4, right? And I die with this being completed, and I only need like 100 more points to complete this, your Renown actually resets all the way back to 3. And even though I've already farmed 4 on hardcore in the seasonal mode, I have to do 3 again, I have to do 4 again, and then I have to do 5, even though I was already like 100 points off the 5 being completed, which is a moment in the game when you're just like, I'm
not gonna do this.
And when I experienced that moment, that made me realize.
And at some point, you understand 4 Paragon points are not actually worth it.
Oh, that's how people are feeling when they start a new seasonal character that really just big chilling on the game, that spent all their time doing the Renown. They're like, oh, I have to do this again. And it just kind of deflates you a little bit with the season. So I don't think it's a big deal if everyone starts with their Renown fully completed. Something else that doesn't make a lot.
Well, it is a big deal because, as I said, if it doesn't happen, like, how many of you guys feel the same way I do?
Bro, I didn't even finish the round when the game came out. It's like, I got 1 to max by accident, and I was like, okay, not worth it. It's just, no, I got 2 to max. And I'm like, okay, this is just not really worth it.
Like, I unironically think that we should just, like, actually just straight up boycott if they don't do this. It's such a ridiculous thing to make us refarm this shit. We should just not play the fucking game. Yeah, actually just not play. Like, it probably doesn't matter,
more
right?
action.
Because like every gamer boycott is only 1 3-minute cinematic away from being over. I've said this 100 times. But like, I'm fucking tired of this shit. Like, I did it twice now. I'm done. Uninstalled already because of this. I said I would be willing to do it one more time to give them to let them try it out. You know,
just Blizzard. I'll just give you one more chance. Just one more chance, Blizzard. Just this one. Okay. You failed it, but. One more chance, Blizzard. Just one. Okay, you failed also this one, but maybe next. Okay, you failed 3 times. One more chance, okay? Oh, okay, 4th fail. Okay, you can't fail the 5th time now, can you? Just one more. Oh, okay, you failed, but one more chance. Yeah, this is how it goes, huh?
All right. Let's go. I'm gonna do the dungeons anyway. Okay. I'll try to be a nice guy. I always try to be reasonable. I always get dick down for it too.
A lot of sense for me, speaking of Renown, is the fact that this is a softcore character. I have been playing hardcore in the seasons. Now on my hardcore, I have Fractured Peaks all the way completed in terms of Renown. But when I go on my softcore, it's not completed because softcore and hardcore are
It's
separate types of
different.
characters.
That's
And
cute.
this would make perfect sense because I don't want the softcore to be able to go in and grind everything and then my hardcore becomes stronger for it. But I don't see any reason that I have to redo the Renown as a softcore when I just did it as a hardcore in a seasonal realm.
Yeah,
this is a
it should
seasonal
translate that
character.
way.
I did it on the harder version of it without dying. So why, when I make a character that is now allowed to die, do I need to do it? There's no integrity of the game already lost. I've already completed this in a harder game mode, and now I must do it again just because it's softcore. I get the other way around. Softcore can't use a little exploit or whatever to make hardcore easier. But why, in God's name, do we have to do it twice if we can do it on the hardcore already?
He's right.
So for me, I want to play
You're right.
hardcore in the Necromancer
Tedious,
for
yeah.
the challenge, and I want my progress that I made on Renown when I make my softcore Barbarian to count. I don't understand why it's not that way. I get, like I say, I get why softcore can't do it, but hardcore is literally harder. So that would seem to be fine to allow that to carry over as well. So I'm hoping a lot of these little quality of life things are getting smoothed out. For instance, like I mentioned, the horse is going to be able to blast through the barricades with the space bar.
Very great idea.
Except
It's never gonna actually work like that. I already said this. And everyone uses all their space bars the moment they get out of the town, and by the time you're at the barricade, you don't have any space bars to press.
feedback that players have said, because that's something that's directly been mentioned that should be allowed. I mean,
And like, now that we're talking about that, now that this is a dialogue, why is it that your mouse cursor determines the speed of the horse? Why is it like
Season 7 Asmongold.
that? They're changing that? Are they? That's being fixed next patch? Oh, okay, cool. Great.
Next patch, Season 7.
been the feedback point.
We're
They
getting
just
rid of
took
that,
that
right.
one from the audience. I think if they continue to do that, those quality of life, it's going to make the game better. And hopefully this new season lead designer is going to kind of change the future of the seasons to make them a
It's
little
gonna
bit more
fix Diablo
involved,
4.
intricate, and with some more
It's gonna
mechanics.
save the game.
That's why, for me, my plan for the season is just to continue the live stream every day, which you can find in the description or in the pinned comment.
Okay.
Play hardcore, continue to die over and over and over again. There's no competition in the game at the moment. I'm just trying to have fun. So I'm taking it, slamming my head into the wall, not looking up builds, just trying whatever I think is going to be fun, playing the hardcore Necromancer.
Yeah, he's playing. Everyone's playing a Necromancer. You know why? Because Necromancers actually have, like, so many skills that work and are viable and deal damage and don't feel ass. It's insane. No other class has more than 2 viable skills to use. I think Rogue has like 3 or 4, maybe tops. But Necromancer has a lot of viable skills. Sorceress has 1. Barbarian probably has like 0.5, I guess. And Druids have... I don't know, they just cast everything when they attack, so I don't think it honestly matters.
I'm on my 4th attempt to hit level 100 right now,
Jesus.
and we're going to see if we can do it, and I will have that all live as well for you guys to enjoy. But
Cool.
that's my plan for this season, and then season 2, I'm going to readdress kind of the state of the game of this season and see if I want to take it from a little bit more of a consistent...
But I will play Season 2. Like, I bought the game. You know, we give Diablo 4 a lot of crap, but the reality is that, like this. It is like a 5 out of 10 game, and it sucks in a lot of cases, but it is worth the money because you are gonna like play 10 hours here, maybe 10 hours the other season, and you're gonna do this for like the next 2 years probably. So it is ironically worth the money. So, you know, you can't actually complain about that. You can't complain about the game being as trash as trash can be, but it is worth the money at least.
really pushing competitive type of perspective, but for now I still see no reason to do it. So I'm hoping this new season lead designer is actually a good thing for the game in my own personal opinion.
If he
That's about it
exists.
for the news. I love you all, and I'll see you on the live stream.
I love you too, man.
That's pretty fair. That's pretty...
Good. Anyway, that's the video. This was Quizzer Citizen. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And is this what Instagram girls still do? Have a nice day. Bye-bye.